Let's be honest. Traveling after a hurricane sounds like the storm is over, but that's when the real chaos begins. I just went through Hurricane Melissa right here in Jamaica where I am, and what I saw shocked me. The skies cleared up, of course. After a storm, there has to be a calm, but the travel mess that followed, that's the part that nobody prepares you for. If you've ever tried to catch a flight after a major storm or any kind of disruptions, or if you ever will, stay with me because this is what really happens behind the scenes and what you can do to survive it. That's what I'm about to show you, or share with you, I should say. After Hurricane Melissa passed, the silence was eerie. No electricity, no internet, just pure confusion. The airport was jam-packed with frustrated travelers, luggage stacked everywhere, and airline counters running on half-functioning systems. I watched one couple who'd been trying to get home for 3 days. Their connecting flights were canceled 3 times because planes had not even made it back to the island yet because of all the damages. Another traveler told me he paid almost 3 times the normal fare just to get a seat to get out of here. But here's what people don't realize. When a hurricane hits, it doesn't just disrupt flights, it resets the entire travel ecosystem. Planes are stranded in different countries. Airport staff can't get to work because of blocked roads. Hotels lose electricity, and even taxis or shuttles might not even be running because they can't get out of their communities. So the storm may be over, but the travel chaos has only just started. If you're staying in a resort, your first instinct might be to wait for management updates. But that's not enough. That's not what you need to be doing. You need to tune into the local television stations for real-time weather and transportation and travel updates. Local news will often report which roads are blocked, which are open, which airports are operational, and even which areas are being evacuated after the storm. And don't underestimate local staff either. Your waiters, your housekeepers, or bellhops. They often know way more than the front desk does. They live in those communities that are impacted, and they hear things first. During Melissa, one of the resort cooks quietly told guests about a blocked bridge that hadn't been cleared yet, and it hadn't been hit the news. And that information literally saved hours of detour time, and they were able to get out faster. If you're unsure about transportation or safety, go straight to the reception desk. That's okay to do that. And ask them if they can help you reach the airport or arrange emergency transportation for you. It's good to ask. Some resorts have partnerships with licensed drivers who are cleared to operate even during limited travel windows. So make sure you ask, and that's a lot safer than trying to find a random taxi somewhere in the aftermath of the hurricane. Now let's talk about something ugly. Yeah, I have to talk about it. Price gouging. After every disaster, and no matter where you are in the world, there's always someone or some people trying to make a quick buck. Some taxi operators and vendors jack up prices like it's Black Friday for survival. A ride that normally costs $40 suddenly jumps to $120, 3 times the previous amount, and desperate travelers pay it because they think they have no other choice. That's why it's so important to ask the resort or hotel desk for verified transportation instead of going straight to local vendors. Always remember this no matter where in the world you are. And if you can, try to avoid exchanging large sums of cash or buying supplies from random pop-up sellers near the airport. Some are just not legitimate, and that's just how it is. The truth is, you can't always predict a storm, but you can prepare for how you handle it. Do you agree with that? Let me hear that in the comment section. But that's why I put together the 55 Travel Disasters Digital Survival Guide. Because it doesn't just talk about flight delays or lost luggage. It gives you real step-by-step tactics for what to do before, during, and after a hurricane. It teaches you how to protect your documents, how to track airline recovery schedules, what emergency supplies to carry with you, and how to communicate when the internet goes out. I call it the digital blackout. I even have a whole bundle about that. It's a kind of guide, though, that I wish I'd had for my audience the week Hurricane Melissa hit. And if you want to go even deeper, you can grab my other travel bundle. It comes with 5 travel videos, an audio pep talk, and a detailed 2025-2026 travel checklist. Together, they'll help you plan your trip safer and smarter, even when life throws you a curveball, because stuff happens. Here's what this whole experience taught me. Storms or hurricane don't just test the weather. They test you, your flexibility, your focus, and how well you can adapt under pressure. After Hurricane Melissa, I saw people crying in airports, panicking about missing their jobs. They didn't get to show up at work, lost luggage, or not even knowing where to stay during the hurricane or after the hurricane. But I also saw strangers sharing snacks, charging each other's phones, and comforting complete strangers. That's the human side of travel that we don't usually talk about enough. That's the stuff I like. It's messy, it's unpredictable, but it's humbling. And it reminds you just how capable you really are. So if you ever travel after a hurricane or any natural disaster, remember this. You cannot control the chaos, but you can control how prepared you are. And you have to make sure that you're prepared. You have to keep your plans flexible, talk to local staff, stay informed, and never be afraid to ask for help. It's either yes or no. If you want extra peace of mind before your next trip, download my free ebook. It's called Top 5 Travel Scenarios and How to Solve Them. You'll find the link below in the description. And trust me, every traveler should have this tucked away before their next adventure. It's that good. And don't forget to stop by my YouTube shop either. You will see it below the video. You'll get my favorite travel essentials, neck pillows, compression socks, carry-ons, essentials, gadgets that keep you sane when airports turn into survival zones. You have to be prepared. You have to. I'm your host, Cheryl from True Travel Treasures. If you made it through the storm, literally or not, you're stronger than you think. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and travel prepared. And that is why you need my digital bundles. You'll find them from the link in the description. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss my next video, where I'm going to talk about flight cancellations that are happening at a lot of airports across the United States because of the government shutdown. You don't want to miss that video. So make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.